Slavonich is a small Renaissance town in the Czech Republic near the border with Austria. Its population is about 3,000. We arrived late in the afternoon and checked into the small Dumaruz Hotel, just large enough for our group of 15. Pavel Mikula, the hotel owner, gave us a tour of his wine cellar before dinner. It's in a cave underneath the hotel, which is part of a hand-hewn, two-level cave system that spreads under the whole village. At dinner, he treated us to some of his champagne.
Small or big?
Big one. Hank's the nature guy. Let the military man make the decision.
And we will see.
Before dinner, the group helped prepare cake for dessert.
For the dough, we will need to smooth flour. One egg.
One egg.
One egg. Dissolved fat, we use butter as well. Okay, and only a little salt. Okay, and now we will add to it 11. I think that it is ready for it. Right, good. That's doing
What happened to the butter?
Yeah. And now we will need help of somebody else and knead it in this way to smooth stuff. On the top of the cake, you can use every seasonal fruit. I like the best with apricot, fresh.
We will again use the bus. We will go to see, let's say, one fortress from the medieval times and one defense system from very modern times, from the period of the Second World War. After, we will again come back, and then we will go for a home hosting visit in the... So once again, I would like to thank you for a beautiful day, but first I would like to introduce to you our cook. She prepared a very good meal. And of course, thank you for the best cake. It was the best cake so far.
Very good.
Slavonich city center buildings date back to the 14th to 16th centuries. Their outside walls are decorated with a process called sgraffito, which is done by applying layers of plaster tinted in contrasting colors. When dry, the design is etched in. Some of these designs are geometric patterns, and others depict biblical scenes. One building was built in 1568 during the Reformation. It is now a museum. In an upstairs room, there are frescoes around the walls depicting scenes from the Bible. After the fall of communism, the area again became popular with ceramic artists, and many workshops and galleries sprang up.
You can see, let's say Marta's work in progress. This is how she's using the wheel, and she's going to create one mug or jar. The important part is that it has to be in the central part of the wheel. It has to be very well, I don't know, centered. That's the most important.
Yeah, she's got a pedal there. It's like a solar.
It's electric.
That makes it run, but she's raising it. Oh, yeah.
She's raising it with her fingers.
After the demonstration, we had our chance to try our skills decorating a cup that would be fired and ready for pickup on our way out of town the following day. The Landstein Castle is located in the country outside of Slavonich. It was built in the 13th century and is one of the oldest and best preserved medieval structures and fortification systems in Europe to this day. The two massive towers are connected with a courtyard. The tallest tower is 6 stories high. This is unique to Bohemia. Since Slavonich was so close to the Austrian border, it was very affected by the Iron Curtain during the communist period. A small section of that curtain still stands as a reminder of worse times. In the times leading up to the World War II, the country around the town was fortified with small bunker complexes. Some have been refurbished. They were never used against the Third Reich, as the town was surrendered after the infamous Munich Agreement. Along the way were beautiful fields of yellow rapeseed plants, almost ready for harvest. It is a major crop in the area. The seeds have high oil content and are pressed for human food and the production of biodiesel. What is left can be used for animal fodder. A quick stop at one field gave us a close look at the plants and a fun photo opportunity. Back at the hotel, we were assigned to go to a small store next door and purchase items. We were only given the phonetic pronunciation in Slovakian. Eventually, everyone bought items and returned to the back room of the hotel to assemble them into a pickled cheese appetizer. The rounds of cheese had to be cut, and this was when our guide learned the meaning of cut the cheese. Other ingredients were lots of sliced onions, paprika, and oil. This was assembled but would have to sit for 2 weeks before it was ready to eat. Fortunately, a group before us had left theirs for us to eat. It was delicious. Every OAT trip includes a home-hosted visit and meal. We visited the home of a nice family that lived a little ways out of town. First, there was the tour of their yard and garden. before joining the mother and granddaughter as they made potato dumplings for us.
Like what I told you, just basically, I want to let you know that there are two types of dumplings. So this is the most traditional one, is the one which is made out of bread. This is like the second dumpling, but it's very popular in Czech Republic, made out of potato.
Dinner was delicious, and we had a nice chance to ask questions before going back to the hotel. The next morning we left the lovely town of Slavonich, driving through the beautiful fields and on to our next of many stops on a delightful tour of Eastern Europe, the jewels of Bohemia.